What's fast, futuristic, and often misunderstood? Revolutionary motorcycle designs. These engineering marvels introduced radical innovations: hub center steering, rotary engines, turbocharging, yet many struggled to gain mainstream acceptance. But which bikes were truly ahead of their time, and why didn't they dominate the roads? So join us as we explore 10 groundbreaking motorcycle designs that were ahead of their time. Number 10. Honda NR750. The Honda NR750, introduced in 1992, was one of the most technologically advanced motorcycles ever built. Designed to push the limits of internal combustion efficiency, it featured oval pistons, a revolutionary innovation that effectively mimicked a V8 engine within a 4-cylinder configuration. Typical motorcycle engines use round pistons, but the NR750's oval design allowed for 8 valves per cylinder instead of the usual 4, increasing the air-fuel mixture flow for better combustion efficiency. This setup provided the benefits of a high-revving V8 while maintaining a compact V4 layout. The engine was a 747cc 90-degree V4 with a DOHC system and titanium connecting rods, producing around 125 horsepower at 14,000 RPM. It had an aluminum twin-spar chassis, a top speed of approximately 260 km per hour or 162 miles per hour, and weighed about 222 kilograms or 490 pounds. Other advanced features included a digital instrument panel, a single-sided Pro-Am swing arm, and under-seat exhaust, elements that became common in later superbikes. The fuel injection system was among the most sophisticated of its time, ensuring precise fuel metering for optimal performance. Despite its groundbreaking design, the NR750 was complex and expensive to produce, limiting its commercial success. However, it remains one of Honda's most legendary motorcycles, showcasing the brand's engineering prowess. The oval piston technology never became mainstream, but it paved the way for future innovations in high-performance motorcycle engines. Today, the NR750 is a rare collector's item, celebrated for its bold technological advancements and futuristic design that still turns heads decades later. Number 9. Bimota Tessie 1D. The Bimota Tessie 1D, introduced in 1990, was a groundbreaking motorcycle that redefined front-end suspension technology. Unlike conventional telescopic forks, which had inherent limitations in stability under braking and cornering, the Tessie 1D featured a radical hub center steering system, or HCS. This design separated steering and suspension functions, reducing fork dive, under braking, and improving overall handling. The system used a swing arm for the front suspension, much like those found at the rear of most motorcycles, offering greater rigidity and enhanced stability at high speeds. Powering the Tessie 1D was a Ducati-sourced 851cc liquid-cooled 90-degree L-twin engine with desmodromic valve actuation and fuel injection, producing around 110 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. The lightweight aluminum twin-beam chassis housed the engine as a stress member, contributing to its agile handling. With a dry weight of approximately 188 kilograms or 414 pounds, the motorcycle was significantly lighter than many contemporary superbikes. Its top speed exceeded 250 kilometers per hour or 155 miles per hour, making it competitive with other high-performance machines of the era. Despite its technological innovations, the Tessie 1D remained a niche motorcycle due to its high production cost, complex engineering, and unconventional aesthetics. However, its hub center steering concept has since influenced modern motorcycle suspension designs. The Bimota Tessie 1D remains an engineering marvel, proving that radical ideas can redefine motorcycle dynamics. Number 8. Suzuki RE5. The Suzuki RE5, launched in 1974, was one of the most ambitious motorcycles of its era, featuring a rotary Wankel engine instead of the traditional piston-driven internal combustion system. Suzuki aimed to revolutionize the motorcycle industry by offering a smoother, more compact, and high-revving engine design. The 497cc single-rotor engine, developed under a licensing agreement with NSU, produced 62 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and allowed for a top speed of around 160 kilometers per hour or 100 miles per hour. Unlike conventional engines with reciprocating pistons, the RE5's rotary engine had far fewer moving parts, theoretically improving efficiency and reducing vibrations. Suzuki implemented liquid cooling, a double-walled exhaust system to manage heat, and an oil metering pump to lubricate the apex seals, addressing common rotary engine challenges. The bike also featured a unique cylindrical instrument cluster with flip-up covers, adding to its futuristic appeal. However, despite its engineering innovation, the RE5 struggled with heat dissipation issues, poor fuel economy, around 30 miles per gallon, and apex seal wear, leading to reliability concerns. The complexity of rotary engine maintenance, combined with the 1970s oil crisis and emissions regulations, resulted in low sales. Production ceased in 1976 after only 6,394 units were built. While the RE5 was a commercial failure, it remains a legendary experiment in motorcycle engineering, demonstrating Suzuki's bold vision for the future of two-wheeled transport. Number 7. Norton F1. The Norton F1, introduced in 1990, was a groundbreaking motorcycle that brought Wankel rotary engine technology to high-performance road bikes. Inspired by Norton's RCW 588 race bike, which dominated the British Superbike and Isle of Man TT races, the F1 was a limited production machine designed to offer cutting-edge engineering and race-inspired performance. At its heart was a 588cc twin-rotor liquid-cooled Wankel engine, producing 95 horsepower at 9,500 RPM. Unlike traditional reciprocating piston engines, the rotary design offered a smooth power delivery, high revving potential, and compact dimensions. The engine was paired with a 6-speed transmission, and its lightweight aluminum twin-spar chassis provided superior rigidity and handling. The bike had a top speed of around 225 kilometers per hour, or 140 miles per hour, and a dry weight of approximately 192 kilograms, or 423 pounds, making it competitive with contemporary sport bikes. The F1 also featured full carbon Kevlar bodywork, giving it a futuristic and aerodynamic profile. Its upside-down forks, rising rate monoshock rear suspension, and Brembo disc brakes ensured top-tier handling and braking performance. Despite its technological advantages, the F1 suffered from high production cost, limited reliability, and overheating issues, making it difficult to maintain. Only 140 units were produced, making the F1 an ultra-rare collector's item today. While Norton's Wankel experiment was short-lived, the F1 remains a testament to bold, unconventional motorcycle engineering. Number 6. Yamaha GTS 1000. The Yamaha GTS 1000, introduced in 1993, was a revolutionary sport touring motorcycle that broke away from conventional front suspension design. Instead of traditional telescopic forks, it featured a single-sided RAD, or Rationally Advanced Design Development front suspension, designed by James Parker. This hub-center steering system separated braking, steering, and suspension forces, significantly improving stability, reducing front-end dive under braking, and enhancing cornering precision. Powering the GTS 1000 was a 1002cc DOHC inline-4 engine derived from the FCR 1000, producing 102 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. It was one of the first production motorcycles to feature electronic fuel injection, EFI, and a catalytic converter, setting new environmental and efficiency standards for the industry. The aluminum twin-spar frame, combined with the advanced front suspension, contributed to precise handling and a smooth ride. With a top speed of approximately 225 kilometers per hour, or 140 miles per hour, and a wet weight of around 276 kilograms, or 608 pounds, the GTS 1000 was a formidable sport touring machine. Despite its innovative engineering, the GTS 1000 was expensive, and its unconventional front suspension deterred traditional riders. Sales remained low, and Yamaha discontinued it after only a few years. However, its influence can be seen in modern motorcycles with alternative front suspension designs, proving that Yamaha was ahead of its time in pushing the boundaries of motorcycle technology. Number 5. Buell XB12R Firebolt. The Buell XB12R Firebolt, introduced in 2003, was a revolutionary sport bike that challenged conventional motorcycle design by prioritizing mass centralization and optimized weight distribution. One of its most innovative features was integrating the fuel tank into the frame rather than using a traditional tank, lowering the center of gravity and improving handling. Additionally, the oil reservoir was housed in the swing arm, further aiding weight distribution. Powering the Firebolt was a 1203cc air-cooled 45-degree V-twin engine derived from Harley-Davidson's Sportster lineup. It produced 103 horsepower at 6,800 RPM and 113 Nm of torque at 6,000 RPM, providing strong mid-range power. The use of a belt drive instead of a chain reduced maintenance and mechanical noise. Another radical innovation was the underbelly exhaust system, which not only centralized mass but also improved aerodynamics. The compact 1320mm 52-inch wheelbase, fully adjustable Showa suspension, and lightweight aluminum perimeter frame made the XB12R exceptionally agile in corners. Despite its engineering brilliance, the Firebolt struggled to gain widespread adoption due to its unconventional design and relatively low top speed compared to inline-4 competitors. Production ceased in 2010 after Harley-Davidson shut down Buell operations. However, the XB12R remains a cult favorite, demonstrating how bold engineering choices can redefine motorcycle dynamics for better handling and performance. Number 4. BMW K1. The BMW K1, introduced in 1988, was a revolutionary sport touring motorcycle that redefined aerodynamics and high-speed performance. Designed to comply with Germany's strict 100 horsepower limit while maximizing efficiency, the K1 featured an innovative full-body aerodynamic fairing, which reduced drag and improved stability at high speeds. With a 0.34 drag coefficient, it was one of the most aerodynamically efficient motorcycles of its time. At its heart was a 987cc DOHC inline-4 engine with 4 valves per cylinder, producing 100 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 100 Nm of torque at 6,750 RPM. Unlike BMW's traditional air-cooled boxer engines, the K1 used a liquid-cooled, longitudinally mounted engine with a shaft drive, reducing maintenance and enhancing long-distance reliability. The 6-speed gearbox was a rarity for BMW at the time, improving highway cruising efficiency. The K1 was also one of the first motorcycles to feature Bosch Motronic electronic fuel injection, improving fuel efficiency and throttle response. It came with an anti-lock braking system, a first for BMW motorcycles, ensuring superior braking performance. The paralever rear suspension and Marzocchi 41.7mm front forks provided excellent handling, minimizing shaft drive torque effects, which was a common issue in shaft-driven motorcycles. Despite its technological advancements, the K1's heavy weight, 234 kilograms dry, high price, and unconventional styling made it polarizing among riders. However, its influence on modern sport touring motorcycles is undeniable, setting the stage for future BMW touring machines with cutting-edge technology and aerodynamic refinement. Number 3. Aerial Leader. The Aerial Leader, introduced in 1958, was a groundbreaking motorcycle that redefined two-wheel design by combining full mechanical enclosure with a pressed steel monocoque chassis. At a time when most motorcycles featured exposed frames and minimal bodywork, the Leader's sleek, scooter-like design set new standards for aerodynamics, weather protection, and rider comfort. Unlike traditional tubular steel frames, the Leader's pressed steel monocoque chassis served as both the frame and body structure, reducing weight while improving rigidity. This innovative design also enclosed the fuel tank, engine, and transmission, giving it a futuristic, streamlined appearance. The leg shields, integrated headlight, and enclosed rear chain drive further enhanced protection against the elements. Powering the Aerial Leader was a 247cc two-stroke, twin-cylinder engine, producing 16 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and allowing a top speed of 110 km per hour or 68 miles per hour. The telescopic front forks and swing arm rear suspension provided a smooth ride, while the large 6-inch drum brakes ensured strong stopping power. Despite its advanced design and comfortable touring capabilities, The Leader faced skepticism from traditional motorcyclists who preferred exposed frames. Production ended in 1965, but its monocoque chassis concept influenced later motorcycles, including Honda's NC series and modern scooters. The Aerial Leader remains a visionary machine, proving that motorcycle design could be both practical and innovative. Number 2. Honda CX500T. The Honda CX500 Turbo, or CX500T, introduced in 1982, was a groundbreaking motorcycle that pioneered turbocharging, electronic fuel injection, and digital ignition in production bikes. At a time when motorcycles relied on carburetors and naturally aspirated engines, Honda pushed technological boundaries by introducing forced induction to increase power output without increasing engine displacement. The 497cc liquid-cooled transverse V-twin engine featured a turbocharger with 19 psi of boost, raising power output from 48 horsepower in the standard CX500 to 82 horsepower at 8,000 RPM. The bike accelerated like a much larger machine, achieving a top speed of around 200 kilometers per hour or 124 miles per hour. It was also one of the first motorcycles to feature electronic fuel injection, ensuring precise fuel delivery for better performance and efficiency. Additionally, digital capacitor discharge ignition improved reliability and throttle response. The Pro-Link rear suspension, air-assisted front forks, and anti-dive technology enhanced handling and ride comfort. A strong steel frame and shaft drive provided durability, while its futuristic fairing improved aerodynamics. Honda also equipped the CX500T with a sophisticated boost control system that adjusted power delivery smoothly, reducing abrupt turbo lag. However, the bike's high price, complex engineering, and heavier weight made it difficult to compete with traditional sport bikes. Despite lasting only 2 years before being replaced by the CX650T, Honda's turbo experiment paved the way for future high-performance motorcycles, proving that cutting-edge technology could redefine motorcycle engineering. At number 1, the Honda XL600V Transalp. The Honda XL600V Transalp, introduced in 1987, was a pioneering motorcycle that blended the characteristics of a rally bike and a touring machine, making it one of the first true adventure motorcycles. At a time when riders had to choose between road-focused touring bikes and off-road enduros, Honda created a versatile machine that excelled in both environments, laying the foundation for modern adventure touring. At its core was a 583cc liquid-cooled 4-stroke V-twin engine, producing 50 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 52 Nm of torque at 6,000 RPM. Unlike the single-cylinder off-road bikes of the time, the V-twin provided smoother power delivery, making long-distance travel more comfortable. The 5-speed transmission and chain final drive allowed efficient power transfer, whether on highways or dirt trails. The Transalp featured a steel cradle frame, long travel suspension, and a 21-inch front wheel, making it capable of handling rough terrain while maintaining stability on pavement. Its large 18-liter fuel tank provided excellent range, while the full front fairing and windscreen improved aerodynamics and rider protection. Despite its relatively modest power output, the Transalp's reliability, versatility, and comfort set the standard for future adventure bikes like the Honda Africa Twin and BMW GS series. The XL600V remains a landmark model, proving that a single motorcycle could conquer both asphalt and rugged trails. Whether due to radical engineering, high cost, or simply being ahead of their era, these groundbreaking motorcycles pushed design limits but struggled in the market. Yet, they remain icons of innovation. Which one impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments. Your thoughts might just spark the next big motorcycle revolution.